Hey, y'all know I don't be doing all that talking in the first part of the video, telling y'all what the video is and all that. But on this one, I think I got to. So I'm sure everybody been seeing what's going on in the media for the past like 3 days. First we had the CEO scandal. Then we had the William McNeil guy, which is what we about to watch today. Then we had the fucking idiot who drove around fucking talking about she homeless and this, that, she stand in the car, but she done killed her sister kids and stuff them in bags and left them in the trunk. So the next two reactions, that's what we got going on, man. I wasn't, I was being supposed to do at least one of these reactions like a couple days ago, but I've been slacking. But I just really want to do the reaction because I wanted to wait to watch it with y'all to see what exactly all went on. And the girl about the girl too. I watched like probably 2 minutes of the video. I think I was on like Twitter or something and seen the video. But I was like, I'm gonna wait, just in case nobody else don't know what's going on. So what we got right now, we're gonna do the William McNeil Jr. So basically what happened, I don't know if the police like pulled him over. I don't know if he was chilling in the car. I'm not sure what happened, but basically they bust out his window, started punching him in the face. I mean, bro wasn't doing nothing at all. Then the fucking stupid ass motherfucker, I don't know if he like the chief or whatever the fuck he is. He gets on television on the live goddamn interview talking about my officers didn't do anything wrong and this, that, and the third. I mean, just a fucking disgrace. So fuck you, whoever the fuck you are, chief man. Fuck you. And apologies to this guy, man, because that shit was very crazy. So we about to go ahead and check it on out.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely there's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on.
Let's go back.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely there's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor.
Yeah, exactly what the fuck he said.
Why did you pull me over?
27, 35. I'm cooperative driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
Stupid ass. Excuse me, you know what the fuck he said. Call your supervisor, motherfucker. Exactly.
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle!
Yeah, that's when this
Show
dude
me your
started
hand.
punching him in the face.
I'm here. What's your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right.
Get on the ground.
No. Don't fucking. Get on the ground.
Put your hands behind your back. I'm resisting. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was gonna walk.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
Bro, I'm doing, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
Yes. No for reason, bro. You gonna throw my phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you,
man.
bro.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro. My work partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is. So why close the door if you see him pull up? Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
I don't know.
Can you back me up to the
It's
car?
called resisting, idiot. Talking about it's called resisting, idiot. First of all, bro, the man told you to call your supervisor. You called backup. You was supposed to call your supervisor when he asked. So that's the first fucking lawsuit, homeboy. Your bitch ass. First of all. Second of all, you talking about you ain't got his lights on. Nigga, it's daytime. I ain't never heard nobody getting pulled over. He just pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you one thing like this right here, bro. I'm telling you one thing, bro. And I'm gonna keep saying this shit. Thank God for Barack Obama, bro. Because Donald Trump wouldn't have got no fucking body cams. George Bush ain't get no fucking body cam. All these motherfucking cocksuckers that y'all be praising, they ain't get this, bro. They ain't say, okay, maybe we need live footage from when they go out there to see what's going on in the world. Nobody, nigga, but Barack Obama did. I'm telling you, bro. Without these cameras, bro, and it's so crazy, bro. It's so wild, right? Cause it's like, yeah, goddamn, boy, camera watching me do everything. But it's like, without these cameras, bro, a lot of this shit wouldn't be brought to light, man. A lot of this shit would not be brought to light. I'm telling you, this shit is very sick. This shit very sickening, bro. And this shit sad. This shit sad, bro. This shit sad. Now, I want to see what he had to say and what happened to him.
It's not having access to 1 million industrial-grade products that's so amazing. It's the feeling of knowing you'll...
Or what?
A young black man was punched in the face by a police officer.
Yeah.
This is now the viral video William McNeil Jr. posted of the incident. As you can see, an officer shatters the driver's side window before punching McNeil, then dragging him out of his car. McNeil, who was arrested and pled guilty to resisting an officer and driving with a suspended license. But the Jacksonville Sheriff's Department released a body cam video of the incident, saying McNeil received several warnings before that altercation. And in a statement in the arrest report, Officer Donald Bowers says, quote, the suspect was reaching for the floorboard of the vehicle where...
Did he not? Did he not realize he was being recorded twice? What are you, bro? You're being recorded twice. Oh, boy, this shit be wild.
A large knife was sitting. We should note that Officer Bowers had 5 previous complaints, according to police records.
Oh,
3 of them resulted in either counseling or a reprimand. Joining me now is William McNeil Jr. and Attorney General of Black America, Benjamin.
But no, the man, the black man, the black chief man that got on in the interview said nothing was done. Nothing was wrongly done. But damn, the man that said your officer, the one you said nothing was done wrong, he just exposed that your officer had 5 other issues with him. That 5 or 6 other people complained about him. I'm telling you, man, this shit, I don't even know what to say, man. This shit. Okay, boom. I was driving with no fucking license, man. No, okay, that's fine, bro. But you know how many people out this motherfucker drive? And that's the crazy thing about it. Well, you know how many people drive around out here with no license at all? Fuck a suspended license. You know how many people drive around this motherfucker with no license at all? Never had. I'm talking about 50 years old, never had a license. Had 16 cars. You would be surprised.
Crump, who is representing him. William, thank you for coming on. I know it's been hectic the last few days, but I thank you for agreeing to come on our show. Tell us what happened in the minutes before you were pulled over.
Before I was pulled over, just got in the car, put my headlights on. I didn't even need them on. And put on my seatbelt and drove off on like 10 feet just to get pulled over.
Now, Attorney Crump, what does justice look like for you in this case? What is your client seeking?
Well, Reverend Al, thank you for having us because this is an important matter. And what William McNeil experienced is what many African Americans experience all across America, and that is being pulled over for driving while black. That is all this is, Reverend Al. When he asked the officer, why did you pull me over? He said, because you didn't have your headlights on, even though it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon and he said it was raining. But Reverend Al, you can see, as my co-counsel Harriet Daniels and I keep articulating, all of the officers who came to the scene, none of them had their headlights on either. So what it is, Reverend Al, is driving while black, simple and plain. They cannot justify this. They cannot condone this. The sheriff, who happens to be African American, should immediately condemn this and say that this doesn't reflect our policies, our training, nor our values, and immediately terminate that officer.
Well, the fact that the sheriff is black does not mean it doesn't have racial elements, because the question is, would they have done this to a white young man in the same circumstances? But Ben, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office say the original viral video doesn't tell the whole story of what happened. We showed the footage police released from before McNeil was pulled from the car. What's your response to critics who question how your client handled the stop? He did plead guilty to resisting an officer without violence.
Yeah, and we take exception to that, Reverend Al. But when you think about what really happened here, William McNeil being detained, as I've articulated previously, is a 21st century Rosa Parks moment. That's where you have Black Americans are just tired of having our civil rights disrespected, our humanity disrespected. And so what did William do? He simply said, because he has a constitutional right against a Fourth Amendment prohibition against unlawful searches and seizures, he said, why did you...
Now, this is my thing though, right? Now, of course, you know, you can't really deny the fact of facts of this one being racial. Okay, of course, yeah, this was racial for sure, right? But let's talk about the fact that this officer, it's like we know one thing and then we go hard on that. Let's go hard on the fact that this officer has 6 other complaints. Let's key. See, this is the shit that you got to key in on. You see what I'm saying? Motherfucker be one, oh, you Rachel. He just wanted to beat up a black. Okay, well, let's go more to this officer though. Let's talk about the fact of let's talk about these 6 other people. What happened to them? What were their complaints? Why were they complaining? What was his actions towards them? What I'm getting at is, I hate for motherfuckers to get on here with a lawyer, attorney, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever the fuck it is, right? And then say, oh, it's racial. God damn, bro, that's all that we talk about. We ain't talking about nothing else. We just talk about racial. But we understand that already. What else can we talk about? What else can we pinpoint this motherfucker on to get his ass locked away for at least 15 years. He need to be in there for at least 15. Since he think he motherfucking can pick who he want to beat up on and pick who he wanna like. Pick what color person he wanna like. Yeah, he need 15 years just for that. But let's talk about that. You get what I'm saying? Let's go extra with it. Let's just stop stopping at this race shit, man. Cause this shit, yeah, damn, bro. I mean, that's like the only thing that we can key in on. I done heard 4 other things already that he done. I don't get it. This just one officer. It was about 6 of them. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Stop me. And then when it was obvious the officer was lying, he said, I want to see your supervisor. That's it. He remained calm.
That's what made him mad.
His demeanor was better than any of the officers who came on the scene. And they pull a gun on him, Reverend Al, because he doesn't have headlights on. You cannot condone this.
Now, William, the traffic stop happened in February. Why did you come forward this week?
It was hard to tell my story to anybody else. I pulled away from my family and friends, and just kept it all bottled up inside. Eventually, I just got tired of living with it and dealing with it on my own.
Ben, while I have you, last week we spoke with you here on Politics Nation right before the sentencing of a former Louisville police officer in connection with the death of Breonna Taylor. And despite the Justice Department recommending Britt Hankinson, that police officer, be sentenced to just 1 day behind bars, he actually was sentenced to 33 months in prison. Are you satisfied with that outcome?
Is this
Reverend Al, we're not satisfied with it, but we know that the Trump administration came literally arguing for the police officer to be exonerated. And thank God for the judge who said, no, a jury convicted him of a crime and there has to be accountability because Breonna Taylor life matter, black women lives matter. And I want to thank you publicly for championing Breonna, even when people started to forget about her. And Rev, even in Jacksonville, Florida, with William McNeil Jr., racial profile and driving while black stop, the leaders in Jacksonville are asking you to use your platform. You're our civil rights leader in America. Please come to Jacksonville and speak to this issue because it's an issue that goes far beyond William. And I'm so proud of this college student at a historically black college, no criminal history, the best we have to offer for following the advice of talk. He followed the talk. And you look at that video, black parents give their children the talk. William did it perfectly, and he still got brutalized.
Well, I've been talking to Bishop Rudy McKissick and others in Jacksonville, and I certainly am very inclined to come. And William went to Livingstone, and my COO, Reverend Malcolm Bird, went there. So, William, we have a connection that way. Talk very soon.
I don't mean that. This my other issue too. Y'all, oh my God! Now don't get me wrong. Hey, shouts out to Al Sharpton, bro. I salute 100%, and I ain't even gonna say too much, man, but. Y'all need to watch who y'all look up to for these leaders. That's all I'm going to say. Because if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Sharpton got some controversy around him too. As a leader of America. Oh, as a cultural leader of America. Fuck out of here. He the cock, man. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all goddamn, man, listen, bro. The man. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Hey. I just wanted to do this video though, I just wanted to do this reaction, man. To see what really went on and see what happened after that. But somebody drop in the comments and let me know if that's the same officer that they got the 33 months. Is that the same officer that they're talking about with the William guy? Which I don't think so. It looked totally different. But I'm also wanting to know if anybody know what happened to the officer with this situation right here. I mean, this, you know what I'm saying? All this, we're going to try to get a leader, cultural leader down here. And man, bro, we don't give a fuck about that. We give a fuck about what you can do to put this fucking officer away. Because obviously, he don't need to be out here for a while. You don't like it? I don't give a fuck. You don't like it? Get the fuck off my video and go watch somebody else. I said what I said. Because guess what? If I was out here breaking people's windows, punching them in their face, guess what? They'll lock me for assault. They'll lock me up for 20 years. They'll swear I tried to attempt murder them. That's just one person. He had 6 incidents. That's what they said, correct? Yeah, man, so don't talk to me about no fucking community culture. To get that culture leader bullshit. Don't talk to me about that shit. Don't talk to me about no motherfucking Black Lives Matter. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Don't talk to me about that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about that shit. Fuck all that bullshit. That shit don't mean nothing, bro, when you ain't doing shit else to do what these people doing. And y'all, I hate talking like this, but I've said this in several of my videos. If you ain't on no shit like the Black Panther, bro, it's a whole lot of fucking and I let's see. Right, let's do this right now. We're gonna look up just so y'all can get what I'm saying and where I'm coming from. And then I'm gonna leave it at that. Black culture. No, black, I guess what, activists? We're gonna call them activists. Black activists. Black activist groups, which I'm sure in history, I'm sure Black Panther gonna probably pop up the. Yeah, of course, I knew the Black Panthers are gonna be the top, but yeah. If you ain't doing shit like the end, and I ain't even gonna, I'm gonna say the groups that came, that the street activist groups that's from the NAACP. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that. Then I'm gonna say the Black Panthers, of course. You know what I'm saying? Then we got it was another one that came. It was another one that used to run around with the Black Panther. They kind of linked together and they kind of became. Oh, I think they was together and then they kind of separated, but they were still together. But they kind of like linked into 2 different groups. If anybody know what I'm talking about, y'all drop in the comments and let me know. But if you ain't on nothing like that, bro, don't talk to me about no. What can we say? I don't even know, bro. The only thing I can think of is that lives matter bullshit. Yeah, bro. If you ain't on no shit, bringing no motherfucker out of jail and going to goddamn take down the GOV. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. You ain't going to goddamn send no messages with no. I don't even want to talk like this, bro. But it's like I get so tired, sick and tired of this shit, bro. I get so sick and tired, bro. If you ain't doing what the fuck they're doing for their color, yeah, bombing motherfuckers and all this, you ain't doing that, bro. Don't talk to me about no fucking group. I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't on no Black Panther shit. Don't talk to me about no bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. You ain't doing enough. You ain't doing nothing. Motherfucker, oh yeah, we gonna sit in the middle of the street for 28 hours. Bro, what? Bro, that shit is doing nothing, my nigga. That shit ain't doing nothing. Now, if you said you was gonna be on some, y'all know this. If y'all know the Warriors, then y'all know what I'm talking about. That's my favorite game. That's my favorite movie, The Warriors, bro. That will forever be one of my favorite movies ever, bro. Period, bro. I think it came out in like the 80s, the 90s, bro. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't on no shit, and that's more different because that's more like street politics. But what I'm getting at is they was basically like activists. I mean, like they was basically fucking going at it with they was going at it with each other too, but they was basically going at motherfuckers in the politics, and it was like that, bro. So if it ain't on no shit like that, what I'm getting at, if it ain't on no shit like that, bro, then we ain't doing enough. Don't talk to me about no fucking whoever lives matter, bro. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That shit don't mean nothing. You ain't motherfucking going to bomb up the embassy. You ain't going to motherfucking take down the government officials. You ain't going to do none of that, bro. You're standing in the middle of a street for 28 hours to do nothing. That's not helping you do nothing. You're making, bro. You have to make what I'm getting at is, you need to make a statement with this shit. You ain't making no statement standing in the middle of the street holding up traffic for 28 hours, bro. I'm just being real, bro. I'm being so real with you. I'm being as real as possible, bro. Man, fuck. Goddamn, if we gonna stand for 28 hours, shit, let's at least burn down some buildings. Let's at least you get what I'm not trying to say too much, and I hate, like I said, I hate really talking like this, bro. But this just facts, bro. And if you don't see it like this, then you're simple-minded. You have no knowledge of what the fuck I'm really talking about. So for those who get it, if you ain't on no motherfucking real civil right, old school, 80s, 90s, 70s activist shit, bro, don't talk to me, bro. We ain't talking about nothing. Don't come at me talking about no damn, oh yeah, I went to this fucking, what they call it? Strike. What they call it when they do that bullshit in the middle of the street, hold up the traffic, and ride. Get the fuck out of here, man. Now, if you would have said ride in the okay, to put it in perspective what I'm getting at. If you would have said a riot in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, okay then. Bro, we talking about a riot in 2025. It's not the same, my boy. So that'll give you, and I'm gonna leave it at that, because that's gonna give you the perspective that I'm talking about. If it ain't shit like that, bro, we ain't talking about nothing, bro. We ain't talking about nothing. So yeah, man, I say all that to say, I'm glad ain't nothing more happened to him. I'm glad that his story does get to come out and he get to tell it. And he get to tell it for several more years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have went totally different than that, and he couldn't have been telling no story. Then it wouldn't have been no Al Sharpton on no news talking about he going to Florida. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Hey man, I don't know nothing. I just state my opinions. You know, I don't do some research. You know, I don't read. You know, you know, I don't search things up. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I mean? Oh go, man. We got. We about to get into this. We about to get into this reaction, man, about this girl, man, riding around with her fucking niece and nephew in the fucking trunk of a car. What a fucking stupid bitch, man.